Welcome back. So we continue with our next problem. Read the problem. You have a force of 1000 newtons and this is to be resolved along AA and BB. If the component along BB is 300 newtons, what is the component along AA? What you should note is this is a case where the force is to be resolved along non-perpendicular axis. You are not resolving the force along x and y, which are perpendicular axis. So I have written it, this is a case of non-perpendicular axis. Okay, so what you are given is, this is the force, this is AA, this is BB. We want to resolve the force along A and BB, and also we want to find out angle alpha, right? So what is alpha? So how do we proceed? See, when we always, as I said during the last problem, that whenever we want to resolve the force along non-perpendicular axis, you should invoke law of parallelogram of forces, and you can complete the parallelogram, and it's fairly easy because in this case you can see what you are given is the force, and we know that there is force along AA and BB. We don't know the magnitude, so we can't take a scale and just mark it. But what we can do is, we know that this magnitude, assume this is the vector and this magnitude is given as 1000. What we can do, we can, from the tip of this vector, this is going to be resultant. So let me write down this as R, right? This is the resultant of two forces, one along A and along BB. So what we do is, we will draw a line parallel from the tip of this resultant parallel to AA. Similarly, we will draw a line parallel to BB from the tip of this resultant, and that completes our parallelogram. So let's do that. So if this is parallel, yeah. This is the parallel, and I can draw a line parallel to BB from this tip again. Okay. So what we have here is, now we have got the magnitudes also, right? So this is, I can say FAA and this is FBB. Okay. So now we have, as you can recollect, this is the force in this direction. So this is AB. So these are the two forces. Our diagonal should start from the intersection of the two vectors representing two forces, intersection of their tails. So AA and BB, this is their tail, diagonal is this R, which is the force given. Now you find out FAA, this is also FBB, right? Because this is parallel to BB, so this is FBB. So consider this triangle, let me call this O, X and Y, right? OXY, triangle OXY. Now look, we will first find out all the angles. This is 45, this is alpha, and total should be 180. So this is going to be 180 minus, in bracket, 45 plus alpha. So essentially this angle is going to be 135 minus alpha, right? Now see, if this angle is 135 minus alpha, consider two lines, parallel lines. This is one parallel line, right? Okay, this is one parallel line, and this is one line, and this is another line. These are parallel, but instead of that, we could take the lines as, yeah, that's fine. So these are the two parallel lines. This is the transverse. R can be considered as transverse. So if this is 135 minus alpha, this will also be 135 minus alpha. I hope you agree with this. These are two parallel lines, this is transverse and these are alternate angle. Similarly, if this is 135 minus alpha, this is alpha, summation of these forces, these angles will be 180. So this is going to be, think about this. This is 180 minus this plus this, and so this is going to be 45. Okay, this is 45 degrees. Okay. So this is what we have. And so we have these three angles, and now you can apply the sine rule. So how would you apply sine rule? You can say r upon sine 45, r is 1000, so I can write 1000 upon sine 45 is equal to FBB, right? FBB upon sine alpha, FBB upon sine alpha, and you can also write FAA upon 135 minus alpha, FAA upon sine of 135 minus alpha. Okay, so we have this value. We are given FBB, right? So FBB, this is 300 newtons, right? FBB is 300 newtons. When we have, so use this portion of the equation, everything is known except sine alpha, find out the value of alpha, right? Similarly, once you find out alpha, use this and this, find out FAA. Straightforward. First use this segment of the equation, then this and this. Once you first find out alpha, and then you find out FAA. So let me write down the values. Alpha is 14.33 degrees and FAA is 121. Sorry, it is no 121 1216.39 newtons. So this is the answer. Thank you.